Hi everyone, Brian Swenson, and today we're going to talk about a huge segment of the market that is untapped, I think. I'm talking about baby boomers. These are people who are 62 and older, 65, 70. Guess what? Baby boomers represent 22% of the US population, but own 42% of the homes. And more importantly, baby boomers have over 55% of all wealth in the United States. That's a huge amount of money. We know that real estate is typically the most valuable asset that most people own. So we can take from that. Baby boomers have most of the value of real estate in the United States. They do. And they've got a great opportunity to do what's called a reverse purchase. How does a reverse purchase work? What is a reverse purchase? Well, reverse mortgages, I'm sure you've heard that term, are where essentially you're converting the equity of your house to make mortgage payments on your behalf. So let's say you owe $90,000 on a house that's worth $800,000. If you did a reverse, the house pays off that $90,000 loan, right? And then you can give yourself a credit line against the house of whatever that number is. You could pay yourself an annuity every year and just live off the interest of that annuity and pad your vacation account or cover some living expenses. Or you could take out a big cash amount at closing and use it to buy an RV or a second home or a cabin or whatever it is you're looking to do. But here's the important thing. You can then so that's how a normal reverse works. But a reverse purchase is where you're essentially taking the equity from house A and then using it to buy house B that you want to live in. Let's say it's a condo or on the golf course or a country home or wherever it is you're wanting to kind of retire and live out your days. You can use the equity from house A, buy house B with cash, and then take a reverse out on house B. Or you can do what's called a HECM purchase, which is a reverse purchase, which is essentially selling house A and then coming to house B with this new loan to buy house B. It's the same idea in theory, it's just less moving parts, I guess you could say. But for clients who have all this equity, they have this huge house, they're trying to downsize, this is a great product. And keep in mind, this is a segment of the buying public that is not as sensitive to forward interest rates, right? With reverse purchases, reverse loans are their own market. They're not as subjective to these huge raises and drops in rates that we're seeing in the forward mortgage world. So you have a segment that has a ton of equity. They have they're kind of more thinking about lifestyle, not necessarily rate. And they want to be able to live where they want to live, and they want to try to keep their expenses as low as possible, right? Their retirement age. So this is an awesome product. It helps them buy that home that they want to live in, because you do, with reverses, they do have to be your primary residence. But it helps them buy that house, helps them not have a mortgage payment so they can reduce their living costs, help them be able to access equity in that house, to pay themselves, to have a vacation fund, to cover living expenses, to buy that RV, whatever it is they're trying to do. And they are the perfect age group. You have to be at least 62 to be approved for this type of program. But it's an awesome tool, and it's so untapped. There's so much potential for it because you have a huge population that is at that point. So if you have clients who are looking to get into this, trying to figure out some more information about it, maybe thinking about downsizing, looking to buy that next home, give me a call. Thanks.